We get to do stuff as fire department that, you know, some people look at as maybe destructive, you know, like we get to extricate on cars. But it's fun as a firefighter to use those skills that you go to school for.
This is going to be an informal training in the aspect of I'm not going to put one person as part of a tool like we normally would. Like I'd look at Eric and go, hey, you're going to be on the cutter, you're going to be on the spreader. The goal here is I want the roof off, I want all 4 doors off, and I want a dash lift on one side, dash roll on the other. I do want to stabilize the car so it can't tip. That actually happened on a roll call with a department several months back where they were using the spreaders and it tipped sideways and they had a patient stuck underneath the car and the car fell on the patient. Yep, killed the guy. So holy cow, bad juju there. You know, we don't want to get ourselves into that. So when we're training, we want to train right. I want to see good communication when we're going to take off the roof or do whatever else you guys want to do. If you guys want to pop the trunk, if you guys want to, whatever you guys want to do, we just have to be able to move that car from that location back to here. So keep that in mind. As long as it's safe and it'll work, I don't care. Do it like you really would. You know, if we got to take out the windshield, take out the windshield. Communicate to the other side, talking, you know, this is what we're going to be doing so you can work the other. All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. He's to go. So let's get stuff to start taking windows, that kind of stuff. Before they get back, let's have them all busted. No, I would say a couple of Make sure somebody has a hold of that. We're just going to set it up there in that parking space. Gonna be one of them things, cut the post was what I'm saying, but it's like a U in there. Scavengers. Little Willy Vanilli. Good? I'm good.
I think probably the hardest part of it is the time that you're away from your family. You know, you're gone for 24 hours and you go work at your other part-time job, you could be gone for 36 up to 48 hours from home, you know. You get a half a day off, then you go back to work again. So I would say the hardest part is our hours we work. You know, firemen, we don't get paid like doctors and nurses, you know, so a lot of times we have to have two jobs to make a decent living at it.
But for myself, I have a wife and I have a son at home. I'm gone a lot, you know, and that can sometimes be a problem for people. I'm lucky that, you know, she understood what she was getting into, and we had many conversations before I got into this that this is what it was going to be. we don't get the 24 on 48 offs like most. I work shifts, so there's weeks that, you know, I'm gone 3 and 4 days. You know, I may be, you know, in the morning one day and then working 6 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning the next, 6 to 10 the next day. So it's a juggle. You know, my son's still in school, but it's a huge commitment.
Well, luckily, for me, I'm a single guy, so I don't really know what it's like for those guys that have wives, kids, you know. But for my family, it's hard, you know, because I mean, obviously they know what I'm doing, but I miss a lot of holidays, you know. And my mom will call and be like, "You coming home for Christmas?" "No, I got to work." "Why?" So that she doesn't understand. I don't have a choice. My shift falls that day. I got to work it, you know.
And like we had talked about with school, you know, that's one of the things with the fire service is you never stop learning. You know, whether you've taken the class in 3 years, there's so much changes that you got to go through, and it's almost like learning it again. You know, you go from, you know, step to step to step when you get into this. You know, you'll start as a firefighter, and then you get your medic, and then as you're working through, then you get your engineering, then you learn how to be an engineer, and then eventually learn how to be a lieutenant, and it just keeps going up the ladder.
You see the big table in the kitchen. I remember when we first remodeled the building in the late 90s, we had 3 little small tables of 4, and all of a sudden one day I started noticing the tables getting shoved together so that the guys could sit around and be closer to each other, and out of that concept we finally bought that large table where everybody sits down as one big family, so we can kind of keep that family process going even when we eat.
You're not officially on here, but no.
What? They just like to give me crap because my stepdad works here, so, and then my brother used to be on this department, and they just like to give me crap just because I'm around here all the time, so they know me personally, basically, so.
I know.
He's behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know.
Boss. You're stuck on the emails. Be quiet. Said you're stuck on the emails. Be quiet.
Oh, wow.
John traded to be on with me.
I know. Good job.
Pretty good, too.
It's all right.
I like being around the guys and stuff, so I mean, being a girl in it, it's kind of exciting just being around all the guys and being one of the guys, and then when you go out with them at night or if you go into a party with them or something, they're like, you can be one of the girls, I guess. So, I mean, it's being both. So it's exciting just being around everybody, and I'm looking forward to being able to become full-time firefighter paramedic eventually. So